Hi Gemini, welcome to Lily Light Tarot. We're going to go ahead and expand on your intuitive message for July 18th through the 31st. So let's take a look here where the cards are opening up. We are looking at Princess of Swords. And then we'll get some clarifiers. Ooh, 7 of Swords. Let's see these other two. 5 of Pentacles and 10 of Torches. Let's get some clarifiers here for you and then we will begin. Okay, Gemini, a lot of sword energy, but there's like determination. We see someone's fighting for you or you're fighting for something, but again, we'll expand here. So we'll take a look at what and who is fighting for this month. Now, let's focus here. Now, keep in mind, all of these messages could resonate for you or it could be the individual energies. But first off, we are looking at the Princess of Swords with the Prince of Torches. So this also goes for the page, and then this is the knight. I like how there's two different elements, the sword and the creative wand. So there is this idea, this vision that you are seeing yourself and you're like willing to go through it no matter what. In July, you're going to experience that your skills have been like strengthened and sharpened, and you're going to be diving into something, like giving it a try, giving it your best shot. And as it's supported by the Prince of Torches, it's like you're not going to back down. You're not backing down on this at all, Gemini. So let's get some clarifiers on this for Prince of Torches, clarifying energy. Ooh, four of Wands. So there is some victory coming in for you. And then this card flipped over. The Hangman. Okay. There's a sudden realization that you're going to be coming across, almost like an epiphany here, Gemini. By the end of July, there is something that it's kind of like this aha awakening moment. Some of you are realizing that where you want to be is closer than you had thought. Victory is just like within arm's reach. And you can see these people here. It's kind of like, when you're like on a plane and we have those people on the ramp when you land, they're kind of like waving the plane to know where to go in the direction. And look, this person's like flying in. They are flying in with that sort of energy, kind of like waving you down. Like, this is where you need to land. This is where you need to be, where you need to be planted. So if your determination is possibly to obtain this new position, this new house, this new path, right? This new journey, it's like you're going to come across signs, basically. You're going to be coming across signs that will keep like reappearing, keep coming, bouncing up, coming through, springing into your path. And you're going to know and be confirmed that this is it. This may be something that you have been seeking. And it took you a while. It possibly took you that time to be separated from distractions, separated from maybe the chaos, because this person's like in solitude in the Hangman. They have nothing but themselves. No distractions, nothing around them. So this is influenced. The Princess of Swords is influenced by this sudden realization. It's like when you are by yourself, who are you? What do you enjoy? What do you like? There could be this realization too that something that you possibly let slip away, you're going to go back and try to pursue it. And this night energy is just confirming you're going to kind of like stick it through. And you may be coming up with creative ways too. Like, okay, how can I strategize my landing? How can I kind of like nail it on the head? So there is this determination coming in for you, Gemini, that you're going to be fighting for. Ooh, look at this, the Fool. So we see new beginnings. Fighting for this new path, this new project, but you're excited. And interestingly, look at the Fool and the Princess of Swords. They're both in this same direction. They're both looking, or not looking, but they're both like positioned in this same way, this journey ahead. Ooh, I really, really like this for you, Gemini, because opening up here already, we see that there is this encouraging force pulling you into some type of victory here. Something that you'll be landing upon will be celebrated, will lead to some happiness, will lead to solid ground partnership, or something that you can stay grounded on for a while. especially if you've been like kind of flying around. You're kind of like tired, right? You've been on this journey for so long, but you're still excited to go on it. But you'll be coming home. You'll be coming home to something here that you can definitely feel that this is where you need to be. The Five of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords, the supporting victorious Ace of Swords here. Okay, didn't I say something felt like it was out of reach or out of your reach? Yeah, you're coming across, let's open up here, the Seven of Swords, supporting energy, the Ace of Swords. You know, not everything needs to be exposed to everyone here, Gemini. The cards want to make note to that. You can move in secrecy and silence, especially when we see that Hangman, right? Be in silence, be alone, maybe be that strong party of one. Moving on. Now, especially as this is, okay, the Five of Pentacles. This is something that you felt you had lost. You felt like you let it slip away, you let it go, but now you're trying to get it. You're trying to get it back. You're trying so hard to climb your way back up to obtain these pentacles, right? The supporting energy here with the Ace of Swords. This breakthrough, this victory, some of you are possibly going to experience trying to find that way back into someone's life, or finding your way back into some type of process that you thought slipped away, some opportunity. You're like, I gotta fight for it. Like, it was once mine, but now it's kind of like slipping away. It slipped away underneath me. It slipped away, and I didn't even have a chance to kind of like fight for it or grab it. Now, this is interesting because this is possibly influenced by the Fool energy. These are all blending in together, and it could be why we see this journey starting, because not that you have to start over again, but instead of trying to keep reaching for the same tree, for the same object, you may come to this realization that there are other things in a different path. If that makes sense. Oh my gosh, look at that Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this is making a little bit more sense, especially if you thought you had lost a job or lost an opportunity to transfer into a job, to gain a job, gain, collaboration or partnership. This is symbolizing, Gemini, something that you really, really wanted. You wanted to obtain this so bad, and you thought your chance was lost, right? Because at one point it was really yours. It was confirmed, but it kind of slipped out of your hands, or it just wasn't meant to be, and something came about in a different way. Now, the Emperor here is that supporting energy, showing that what is meant to be, or how things played out, had to be this way in order to guide the process, to move things along into a different situation. So just because this job didn't come about, just because this partner or this opportunity, this move didn't happen, right? Instead of putting so much energy into trying to get it back, maybe it's not meant for you. It's meant for someone else, because you're crying over 5 pentacles, these 5 little bronze pentacles, when you don't even know up ahead, this is a grander, bigger carat pentacle. Like, this is like a 24 carat pentacle waiting for you. So which would you cry over? Okay, which would you cry over? The 5 bronze pentacles, or this big grand gold 24 carat pentacle? Okay, so what is meant to be for you will come back around or bring something better. If it comes out of your path, it's not meant to be for you right now, Gemini, is the short way of me saying what this energy is reflecting. So this is still a great blessing in disguise. Yeah, this is like a major blessing for you. This is the one. This is the one. Step aside, make room. Make room for the new that wants to come in. If it slipped out, if it fell through the crack in some way, it just freed up a different space for something bigger and better. Now, the Emperor is there to just enforce that. Stand behind the decision that was made, stand behind that process, and have a firm believing here, Gemini, that better things are to come. And this is just confirming better things are definitely coming here. Now, moving on to the 10 of Torches. Okay, working hard. You're working hard towards something that you are trying to build a foundation on. You want this to become bigger. For now, you have wands, right? But you're stacking the wands up to create something of solid structure. Now, the supporting energy with the Princess of Cups, emotionally building up the courage to do something, building up the motivation to start this new journey, to start this new path. Because where you're at, you're kind of like not happy. You're disappointed by the process. You're disappointed by the outcome. And some of you Geminis are just disappointed in where you're currently at. Emotionally, you're not being fulfilled. You're not being excited or like stimulated in some way. But we see here by the end of the 2 weeks here, Gemini, okay, this is time to reroute and restructure. So if you're not happy, it looks like you're taking matters into your own hands. And instead of waiting for something to land in your lap, right? Instead of you waiting for the happiness to come, it's like, okay, next, and this cup comes and you're like, okay, it's still empty. Add it to the pile, and then next, and then another cup comes and it's still empty and you're like, add it to the next pile, right? It's like you're not happy with things that are coming about. So now we see here with the Knight of Wands supporting this energy, showing that you're taking matters into your own hands. This knight is taking matters into its own hands. It's going on that journey. It is going to fulfill this destiny. It's going to find the one, okay? It's going to go out and find the one, building itself up, having the resources to equip itself to go through that battle, to go through that journey. So if you are looking for the right connection, if you're looking for that right thing, the one is there, that is there, and it's going to come out by you seeking it, by you going and taking this situation in your own hands and building upon it. You're going to like it. You're going to come to like this process. It's going to be enjoyable and it's going to make you happier. You may be creative too with your strategy, as we saw here with we see double Knight energy, not only under this but next to this. So double Knight of Wands. You may be coming across choices in your path, someone coming in giving you opportunities, but the you're tired of, because this is diagonal from your Four of Cups. We see here, Gemini, you're tired of people just not fighting hard for you. So it's like, okay, you don't want to fight for me. I'm not going to fight for you. You don't want to, put effort or investments in my abilities and my efforts. That's fine. I'm going to move on the other direction. I'm going to take all of my resources and move on. And that's possibly where we also see, this Ace of Swords. You may have thought you landed this job, you landed this connection, this opportunity, this new path. And you're like, okay, you know what? Nope, it didn't come about. That's fine. Because this is the same energy. It's like, okay, I'm slipping away. I'm going to gather all of my tools and distribute them to people that really value what I have to offer and what I have to give. And where you go, again, this is a great blessing. This Pentacle, Gemini, you don't understand how big and huge this Pentacle is magnified in, like this solid energy of abundance. Okay, it's going to be that abundance for your lifestyle. It's almost kind of life-changing, as this is kind of aligning with the Fool, because we see new beginnings. So you could be in this new stage, this new position, this new role, because there's this lack of satisfaction right here. Now let's transition here to the Seven of Swords. Now the Seven of Swords, interesting because this is such an interesting reading, because now we're looking at like double sevens, 007, double sevens. Experience, your experience. Don't think that you have wasted your time, because that shift in perspective, you realize that everything that you have gone through, everything that you are accumulating has prepared you for this battle, has prepared you for this landing something bigger. Okay, you're going to catch a bigger fish on this sword, as we see here with the Ace of Pentacles. But this is confirming again, coming up with the Seven of Swords. You may be moving on, giving some type of notice in like last minute, like, okay, I quit, or I'm moving on, I'm moving out, you know, I made up my mind, but you're not announcing it to the world. Some of you could be working in secrecy too, because this is the main energy, but it's supported by the Prince of Cups. The Prince is the night energy. So something you may be, some of you may be crushing on someone, like you have your eye set on someone, but it's like you don't want to reveal your intentions just yet. You're waiting for the right opportunity to kind of flow in, to come in. But for some of you, these ideas that you have, if it's not dealing with love or relationships, you are thinking about like taking the leap somewhere else. You are leaving your efforts, your legacy behind and transitioning into a new path. Look at the Prince. He's like going with the wave. The wave has come in, swept him, and he's kind of like riding the wave, surfing and going where his passions are leading him, where his cup will be full and not where they're going to be depleted, left empty, or drained. Especially if there's been some punctured holes in there, right? No one there to try to even repair that. The Knight of Pentacles, yeah. Slow and steady. This wave that you'll be catching on, it's going to lead you to something that is slow, steady, but predictable and reliable. So this person, this energy, this job, this new lifestyle is reliable. It's steady. It's not as chaotic. And it's going to be there, you know, like in the long term. The Seven of Swords. So yeah, you've been holding on to something for so long, Gemini. It's time to kind of like shed it. You've been holding on to this idea like, oh, I belong here, or you know, maybe I'll get this raise, maybe I'll get this promotion, maybe my business will take off in this season, or you know, I don't have to change anything, they'll come back, or something along the lines of that. It's like you've been clenching this idea for so long, it hasn't grown. Okay, you're still clenching onto those Four Pentacles. It's like, I don't want to lose anymore, because right here you've lost. Okay, you've lost a 5 and you're like, okay, now I have 4. I'm not letting these go. But again, the efforts that you have, the skills that you possess, it's time to release those. Let this experience, let your inner happiness guide you to something better, because this blessing is waiting for you. Let's look at the grand supporting energy for this. Oh, the Queen of Wands. Oh, jeez, that just kind of like flung open. Okay, so Queen of Cups, interesting. Supporting the Prince of Cups. Look, they're both looking in the same direction. Okay, Gemini, where have you been looking? If you've been looking at this particular path, you've been looking for this particular move, it may be time. We may see something coming in, something coming up to shore, some type of communication too, especially if some of you are waiting for a sign, waiting for some type of direction. It's like you want to leave, but you don't want to be lost. So we see that you are going to receive some communication, some notification, some type of news that's going to be confirming something. It's going to confirm the new opportunity. It's going to confirm this new path of this stability. Like, this is where you want to be. This is going to be secure, just like this landing here. And look at this in closing, the Grand Star, the beautiful Grand Star. So all of these energies are showing that you have to fight for what it is that you believe in, Gemini. You are your only best advocate, cheerleader. You know what it is that you want, okay? No one can fight as hard as you can. But look at all this. Oh my goodness. This is so strong here for you. I'm really, really liking this. This is like a major blessing coming in. And for some of you, it's like you didn't really even expect it. You didn't expect this wave to be so large. But let me pull one more action energy here for you. Okay, this kind of twirled over. Let's see what this is. Union. Oh, that's so beautiful. Yep. This is that Emperor, okay, standing strong and standing, believing in the process. Again, you're crying over these 5 bronze pentacles when you deserve this grand pentacle. So take that journey, take that leap. For some of you, you need to take that step in that direction. Carry that energy of this fierce Princess of Swords, landing the target of your eye. But yeah, you are definitely coming together and aligning with what you love, where you want to be, where you can flourish and thrive. So this is a beautiful energy for you in closing for July. The union is coming, the blessing is here, and oh, I'm so excited. So until then, Gemini, I will be doing your August reading in the upcoming weeks. Make sure you stay tuned and subscribe, and I will see you later. Stay well and be blessed.